Hello, this is Jack with Austin Living Landscapes. Today is Tuesday, February 23rd. We have been probably about 4 or 5 days out from the freeze that hit Austin. So what I want to do, I want to show you my yard and garden and just show you all the different kinds of plants that I have, some native, some tropicals, and show you the effects of the damage that we have, and then the suggestions that I'm going to put out so you can do this in your own garden once it's safe to do so. So the first thing I want to show you guys are a couple of the pots that I have. So I made this succulent pot, has type of yucca, Agave, ghost plant, Agave. You can see these were all covered for several, throughout the entire duration. So for the most part, everything fared pretty well. However, you can see in here that Agave, it died back from the outside. The inside seems to be okay. So once it's safe to do so, once we're outside of all freezes, then I will start plucking these back and to assess, and then hopefully it'll just fill back in. This Agave, if you were able to feel this, it's very soft and squishy. The center of it is also soft and squishy. So I'm thinking that that is a goner. These ghost plants still seem pretty firm, seem pretty healthy. So I'm hoping that these will hang on there. This is an aloe plant, regular aloe. They have obviously a lot of water if you've ever felt them or broke them in half, used for cuts and burns and that kind of stuff. It just simply got too cold, froze it all the way through, all the cells burst. So I think it's a goner. Again, we'll just have to wait and see on it. This is another agave. I believe this is an agave Americana, maybe. And the center of this seems to be okay. It seems to have enough protection just for this one stalk. The rest of them all feel like jellyfish or like a squid arm. It's wrinkled like an old man's skin. Doesn't feel very good. So I don't think it's gonna work out. This is a money tree my wife bought from IKEA. We didn't bring it in, so there's a little bit of new growth. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. So now I'd like to show you the rest of the garden, and so why don't we go and take a look. Hey, so this plant is called Berkeley Sedge. It's one of my favorite and most used plants around. This thing was fully covered with snow all the way up. It was unprotected, lasted, and as you can see, it did really well. One of the recommendations after we get through a freeze, you can, there's a couple different schools of thought. So one, you could even cut this all the way back. Even some people recommend taking a lawnmower to it, or you could just grab it and do something like this and work your way all the way around, give it a little flat top and do that. The next thing I want to show you guys in this video is, this is another agave. This one is called Jaws because it has these huge shark-like teeth on there. You could see all the moisture and liquid that's coming out of it. If you could feel it, you might even be able to see that in the video. Agaves aren't supposed to do that. So all the moisture that was in it burst the cells, broke, and then it falls over. It has a bad discoloration. I think this plant is a goner. You can see we have some a new growth that was coming through, but even that, it feels like it's not going to make it. So I'm going to have to wait and see a couple more weeks, maybe a month or so, to assess and see what's going to happen with it. But from it being this big, it's going to have to be that small and then start over again.